All right, guys, in this video, we're going to finish up lesson 5. I did look and I could see that some of you already have lesson 5 done. Congratulations. But maybe skip ahead then and make sure you did it all right, okay? Or just at least pay attention to this first part, okay? And by the way, you can always go down in that bottom corner if it's on YouTube, and you guys can play this at 1.25 if you think you can keep up with my speedy talk. Okay. So we're working this idea of creating functions. Why do we create functions? Well, we're trying to be efficient about the whole thing. So for example, when we run this bad boy right here, it makes, what would you call that? I'd call that a rectangle. So what you need to do is take all that stuff, you can actually highlight it and just bloop, pop it right in there. Now, we can call this draw triangle. And look, I used a capital T, but not a capital D. First word, lowercase, second word, and third word, and every word after, uppercase for the first letter. Crazy, I know. It's called camel case. And look, got this little warning. It says, hey, like if I hit play now, it doesn't work. Why? Because I didn't call it. So I need to call the draw triangle. Okay. Just like if I were to say, blue 42 in football, what does that mean? Well, or if I say draw a triangle, you have to have some procedures, some instructions within that to run, okay? All right, so let's try to run that again. Boom, triangle, yes. Okay, so anytime I want to draw a triangle now, I just put another column there. I could have two triangles, right? And maybe I have a turn left in between them, just so we can see it draw two triangles. Look at that. I'm gonna slow it down so you can see it. And then it draws another triangle. Why did it do that? Because I have two triangles here, a triangle here and a triangle here with a turn left in the middle to draw it over there. Ooh, we could get fancy. What if we like pasted a few of these on that bad boy? Oh, nice. Yeah. Throwing star. Kind of looks like a swastika actually. But we actually only need one, so I can delete this and just draw my one triangle and call it good. What? Oh, did I make... Oh, why did I say triangle? I'm an idiot. All right. How about rectangle? Yes, that's a rectangle. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. Maybe this is too personal, but I had to take my dad to the hospital today, and that's super sad. So that's what I'm dealing with. But the draw rectangle seems to be working. All right, moving on. Progress. All right. So what this is saying is we have to make this thing, right? And we're going to go through this process and kind of break it into pieces. So you see this workspace thing? It says that, hey, this icon means that every step, every little module, every little bubble is going to build on top of the other. So you got to make sure you get it right before you go to the next one, okay? So we're going to make this zigzaggy thing, but we're going to use functions to do it. So define the function named draw step. But we actually have to, wait. Define a function named drawStep, which makes the turtle move forward and left as shown. So we got to get it to do this, right? So the drawStep is, if I look at this star, it looks like we want it to go forward, right? And then it looks like it turns left and then moves forward again. Let's see what that does so far. Oh wait, that's the problem. Didn't call that bad boy. Gotta call it, draw that step, draw step, gotta call it. Can't just make a plan, you gotta start the plan. There we go. Oh, and it turns right. We don't have turn rights, but we actually kind of do. Remember we have this function, turn right? So that means at the very end, we would want it to turn right. But we're doing it with a function. Definition down. Oh, my bad. Just put right, because that's how we did it down here. Let's run that guy. Hey, look, it does what we want now. Why did it do that? See, if one of these was not outside of it, let's say that was like over here or something, totally screws it up. So it does demand that it's done this way, okay? Now, by the way, it doesn't matter if this is up here or down here. It doesn't matter as long as it's not inside another function, okay? So we have draw step, which we'll call this chunk. It'll move forward, turn left, move forward, and then it will call a right. And what is right? Well, it's three lefts. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Finish. Moving on. All right, now it's saying, hey, we actually want to draw a whole side. How many sides do we got? 4 sides is comprised of 3 calls of draw step. Well, let's just throw 3 draw steps in there then. Let's see what it does there. And by the way, remember, you can highlight these and paste them. Paste, paste, paste. Oh, I don't need 4, do I? Let's run that thing. Let's see what happens. Run. Ooh, speed that up a little. Right. Hey, this is actually working. Look at that. Nice. All right, did we get what we wanted here? Oh, but look. Then you got to make sure it ends with pointing the next way. So, I think we want it to go forward one more time. And then we got it to turn right. And we do have this right function down here, so we can use that again. And put it right here. And by the way, again, you should try this stuff without me saying all these things. Okay? Let's see if it does it. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. So we have a whole side being drawn now. Mine looks like theirs. We're good. Oh. I didn't make a function that actually calls draw side. Sorry. Okay, so there's 3 steps in a side. So I should put 3 steps in a side, which 3 steps in a side, or all these 3 steps are in a side. So I should probably call this draw side. Draw side. Okay. And I need to call it, because right now it's not going to do anything. I hit run. Nothing. Why? Because I didn't call this one. And you'll be like, hey, but you have draw step and draw right. Yeah, but those are inside these other functions. So you got to kick the whole thing off with a good old draw side call. Let's run it again. There we go. So again, it doesn't matter what order you have these function definitions, these little brackety goobly goop thing, whatever you want to call these things. It doesn't matter what order these are in. What matters is that they're not inside each other. Okay? Keep the definitions outside of each other for what we're doing. And then put the draw side. Hey, wait. Then we just call it once right here. Perfect. Finish him. All right. And it's going to say, hey, now you got a side, but we want to see the whole thing. So we need to do a draw diamond. Okay, so we know we're going to have to call that thing. Draw. See, it doesn't matter if you define it or not first. Diamond. Okay, and you're like, well, you got to define that, right? Well, how many sides are in a diamond? 4, baby. So we're going to put it in there. I'm going to copy and paste this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop it in there. There we go. Draw a diamond. This thing should be probably called draw diamond as well. Oh, by the way, uppercase, lowercase, yeah, it matters. And if you misspell anything, it's not going to work. Let's run that. Speed it up. Warp speed, Scotty. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. Nice. So that's what it says. In the end, you'll have 4 functions defined. We have a draw diamond, which is 4 sides. And we have a draw side, which is 3 steps, a move forward and a right. And we have a draw step, which is a move forward, left, and a right. And inside there, we have a right as well, which turns our guy left 3 times. Okay, look at that. You did all these steps in 25 blocks. Whoa. So, you would stop here, but I want to blow your mind and show you what's to come, because this is so cool, okay? But before we do, I'm going to keep you hanging. You got to go through and answer these, okay? So do your best to answer these. I see the results of these, okay? I do see your writing and if you got it right or wrong, okay? So let's go back to here, though. I'm so excited. I just got to blow your mind right now, okay? So we know right now it does this, right? Just makes this one thing. I'm going to hit this remix button. If you want to do the same thing, you can. And what if, see this draw diamond? Let's do a few of them. Let's do a bunch, right? And then what if we did turn right in the middle of these? And instead of 90, let's do a weird number like 13. Okay? And I took that 13 block though, and I put it in between some of these. So that way it draws a diamond and then it turns. right? And really, you could be like, well, Mr. Raymond, you could make a function out of this. Let's just see what it does, though. Run it. What was that? Do it again. So it draws a diamond, and then it turns right just 13 degrees and draws it again. Isn't that great? That's super spectacular. All right. It's a thing of beauty, man. Then you can like change the color and do a bunch of other cool stuff. Once you hit the remix button, what it does is it gives you all the toolbox tools that you could potentially use. So you're like, Mr. Raymond, you're letting me down. Shouldn't you just make a function called draw a diamond? And you could be like, you know, really, it's you could call it like, let's call it pretty. Okay, and we should call it pretty. They're pretty, pretty, pretty. Whoa, there we go. And really, we don't even need these. We just needed pretty to come over and over and over. Ooh, with parameters. Should we use control? I'm getting super advanced on you guys. I don't know if I should even do this, but I'm gonna treat you to this right now. This does the pretty, which happens multiple times. Again, if this is beyond you right now, totally fine. Just ignore it. But look, it does pretty 4 times. If we change this number right here, let's do 200. Okay. And let's stop it. And let's just do a smaller degree. Let's do 3 degrees. All right. And then run it. And we're going to speed it way up and watch. Pew! Whoa, did you see that? Pew! Awesome. All right. Sorry. I just had to show that to you already. I'm just super excited. That's it, guys. Hopefully you get through. Have fun with that lesson. And then tomorrow we'll begin the next. Okay. See you later.
Hey, I just realized
Whoa,
I can
what
push
is
this while recording.
I don't want this.
It'll actually make it.
Jeez.